I'm John Alden for DIYPhotography.net. I'm here at the Syrp stand at NAB 2019. We're going to take a look at the new Genie 2 app.
Yeah, so I mean, over the last 6-12 months, we've been really working hard on redeveloping the new Syrp Genie app. We released Genie 2 about 6 months ago in terms of shipping, and since then we've really just been focusing on making the app super reliable, super steady, and just bringing out new features and updates to make it more feature rich.
So what are some of the things with the original app that people had issues with that have been addressed with the new version?
Yeah, well, a couple of things. I mean, one, we focus a lot on reliability. So the old app had a few issues when you started to connect multiple products together. With the new app, that now actually works with a Genie Mini and an original Genie as well, as of last week, which is great news.
Right.
So we do have really one app for all of our products now. Yeah, I mean, with the new app, it's just a lot more reliable. It's got a better connection. It syncs better, and it also has a lot more features as well. So
right.
One of those features is the UI. So in terms of setting up the joystick, you can set up start and end points using an on-screen joystick. So it's setting up your composition at the start and composition at the end is a lot simpler. And it also has a full keyframe animator now as well, so you can set up keyframe motion control. Oh, brilliant, brilliant.
So the app's still in development, isn't it? So there's a few new features still to come?
Yeah, there's a lot of new features actually. I mean, the product's got USB-C, it's got Wi-Fi, as well as Bluetooth. So this enables our product to do a lot of stuff in the future. We're going to be able to control cameras and ramp exposure automatically, and get images from the camera onto your mobile device to compile time lapses. All these type of features we'll be developing and rolling out over the next 6 months. So
right.
There's a lot of work to do still, but we're at a good position now. We do have one app for all our products finally, and we have a really solid base. So now we're just going to expand quicker and quicker.
Brilliant. And the app's available for iOS and Android?
Yeah, for both platforms.
Brilliant, and available now?
Yeah.
Brilliant, brilliant. Do you want to give us a quick run through on it?
Yeah, sure. So I guess the first setup screen is to set up your start and end point. So this is a great new feature for video shooters because they often shoot in interviews. It's not really practical to set up an interview shot and specify how many degrees you want to turn and how many meters or centimeters you want to move along a track. It doesn't really make sense. So now we have this joystick set up where I can literally just drag the joystick to the start position where I want to start my recording. Frame up the subject exactly how I want them framed up, or if you're shooting time-lapse, obviously an object. Hit start, drive to the endpoint using the same joystick to exactly where I want to finish my movement, and then literally just tap end, and then I've framed up my shot perfectly. So it's pretty simple. If I go to the next screen, it's going to return to home, and I have this keyframe animator now. So just hit bounce mode if I'm shooting an interview, and hit record, and it's going to run that movement. So that's a simple video move. Of course, if I want to shoot time lapse, it's pretty basic. I just simply switch to time lapse mode. All my settings stay the same in terms of movement, which is really nice as well. If you want to do any masking of shots or repeatable moves, the time lapse and video, it's pretty good. And finally, I can also add multiple keyframes.
Oh, right.
So if I wanted to set up a more complex motion control shot, maybe I want to pan and tilt at different times, or move along the track and speed up or something like that, then I can just simply add a keyframe to any axis I like, and I can move that keyframe into position, and then set up a complex motion control movement.
Brilliant. And does it support speed ramping as well? Yeah,
it does. So I can also select the keyframe, either start or end, or any keyframe actually, and I can adjust the ease in,
curve.
Ease out. So if I change the ease in to say 3 seconds, then the 3 seconds before the keyframe is going to smoothly ramp.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's very cool. So it's very, very quick to set your start, your end points, and all your points in the middle, and just go.
Yeah, that's what we focused on, is trying to make it easy to set up. not only on the UI and the software, but also the hardware. I mean, there's no wires really or external components. They're all just single units that click together, no tools required.
Yeah.
So everything's very simple.
Yeah, and the last thing you want to do when you're out shooting time lapse is waste time setting up.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you spend too much shooting. Yeah,
right.
Brilliant. So I wanted to talk a little bit while we're here about the Vitek acquisition, because Syrp's just been bought out by Vitek. So tell me about that. How did that come about, and what does it mean for Syrp and its customers?
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking to them for a while about possibly working together. But I think essentially what's great about this is they're very strong in a lot of areas. Like obviously distribution and sales and their network around the world is huge. Also with manufacturing and logistics and supply chain. So I think we'll really take advantage of their expertise in those areas. On the flip side, we're very good at R&D and making products and innovation, and also marketing and content creation. So these are the areas that we'll focus on more intensely, and some of the other stuff will be handled with them, and it just means that we can bring products to market quicker, and we can really focus on what we're good at.
Yeah, and spread them around to a lot more areas.
Yeah, and get it to the hands of a lot more people as well.
Yeah.
So
That's good. That's always good.
Yeah.
That's always good. Well, thank you very much, Ben.
Thanks a lot.
I'm John Aldred for DIYPhotography.net. We're at Syrp at NAB 2019. We're going to keep looking around, see what else we can find. Check the link in the description below. We've got over $8,500 worth of cinema goodies to give away, including one of these sliders. I don't know which one, but check the link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.